Hey guys, and welcome back to Wizards Warfare 2 with me, Time and Tactics. We're looking at Linford, our capital over here. It's not a big city. It has a population of 4, which means that we only control the 6 immediate hexes around the city itself. Now, once we get to 5 in population, we should expand out to this area right here, and that should be helpful. So right now, we are working these tiles here where the resources are, larger. These two are not working right now. And there's these as well. It's not really great. In fact, I think once we get to 10 in population, we can take control of this over here. And as well as the crabs, there's quite a bit there. But for now, we're just going to see if we can grow. We have 3 buildings here. The Wizard Tower, the Builders Guild, and the Granary. We are working on nothing, actually. Okay. Well, we got to fix that, right? 13 turns until we grow to 5. And looking at our manufacturing, we are making 7 right now. We have an extra 0.5 in raw materials. Not very much. So if there was something we can build quick, which I don't think there is, to take advantage of that, maybe you would do that. But everything here takes, 9 turns it looks like? So what do we do? What do we actually get? Well, production's going to be important, right? We need to get units out there. Right now, if we zoom out or press escape, we can see we have 1 unit over here. That's a swordsman. We have 1 bowman down here, and then we have a scout over here, looking at the map. In Linford itself, we have, some militia over here, but no, we do have some units. Yeah, we have a sling unit here. Company, it doesn't actually, Company 167. I should rename that to slingers, right? I think they're called slingers in the game as well. Yeah, slinger here. So let's go ahead and escape out of that, select them, and select that one, highlight it, and then I can do here, I'm going to call it, instead of Company 167, not a super big fan of that, Slinger 1. So there, that should, that's better. It said Squad Slinger up there, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. We can see the stats here on them. I'm just keeping them there for now, actually, to hold down any unrest that we could get there. So we get unrest reduction. That's one of the effects these units have. So that's going to be helpful. Probably not very good to actually fight if there is a battle. But we haven't met anybody yet, except for some of these neutral monsters. We're not going to go for them yet. The dwarf hammerers down here and the shotgunners don't look very much. 20 units, but they're pretty strong individually. But we can start by taking a look here on the right-hand side. We got a squad. That was a slinger. Okay, that's what we got last time. Right-click on that. There's an empty build queue. That's because we just got the slinger. So we can decide then what we're going to do here. I could go for the foraging, and that would give us more food. If I do foraging right now, you can see it goes down to 10. I would do that if there was something around us here that I want to take advantage of right away. You can see that here. We have a mithril vein out here. We're not going to get that when we expand. We're going to get these. These are just regular hexes, right? The mithril vein, if you press F1, go to terrain, go to specials, I think. Mithril vein here can be found in mountains. Gives us 2 more raw materials, 1 more mana. And it can be improved by a mine. You need a worker for that. And then we can get a mithril foundry. We will have that eventually. Probably will be a good idea to get this going quickly because the mine is not bad for mana. That's magic. And there's 4 of these. 1, 2, 3. No, 3 of them. There's 2 other things. 3 potential places here where we could improve that with a mine, right? Go back into the specials and go down to mithril vein. And then if we just get one of them under control here, once we have that under control, I don't think we have to do the mine. No, wait, let's see. Requires building foundry. Okay, yeah. That will give us 2 more manufacturing. So as long as we have the raw materials needed, we can take advantage of that. Okay, yeah. So we want to get there. We want to get to 10 in population, but I don't think I want to do foraging all the way till then. That doesn't seem like it's going to be the best use of our time. So we're going to let that happen naturally. Yes, it will take 3 turns longer by not doing foraging, but let's see what else we can get. Right now we're making 4.1 in research. Remember, that's the one. If I go back out again and we go back into research here, we're doing enchantment. We're level 0 now. Takes 19 turns. That's a long time to get to level 1. Remember, we have Holy, I think we selected. These are available to us. Actually, all 4 of them for that one. Was it a monk that we had in here? Yeah, the monk. He's level 2 in Holy. You can see that magic path too. Or you can just right click on him and see it here. So he can cast all those 4. So maybe what I want to do is build a building here that will give us some research. The shrine will not do that. It will give us income. Do we have anything else that can give us that? We want to look for that pink, purple color here. There. The scribe. Tier 1 magic, okay. Upkeep is 1 gold, that's fine. We are surplus of 8. What else? We can then also build a building after that. It gives us 2 in research, and then 0.3 per population. That seems very useful. Okay. The research bonus is 1 on mana pearls, and we have... Is that mana pearls here? I gotta look at that again. No, yeah, that is mana pearls. Okay. So then the scribe would be helpful there. Let's go ahead and get that scheduled here in the queue. Takes 9 turns. I say that's a good one. Now, if we do that, it's going to take us a little bit longer to get going on if we want to attack anybody. I think there was somebody... I don't want to exit. Somebody here. A neutral monster, by the way. Which, by the way, one other thing, if you are on the main screen and hit escape, it's going to be as if you're leaving. I would expect a menu here, maybe, that you can do options and whatnot, but be careful. You don't hit yes here. Anyway, we have one more option here. Active military. Yep, that you can do that by pressing tab and go to the next one. A slinger. They can probably stay in town indefinitely until something happens. Let's put them on sentry here. Okay, nothing else to do. Let's end the turn. And it's turn 8 now. Okay, again, we have 3 units here. Now, do we want to go around? Now, I remember now. If you remember when we started the game, there was like 3 of these, when we look at the map here, 3 continents. 1 here, 1 there. And I think this was, the southernmost was split. I think this is like a little part of the ocean here. And then it continues up here. So, we could go up that way and check it out. I don't know where the other... Was it 4 AI enemies, I think it is? I don't know where they are. So, maybe we want to go down here first and double check. We have to think about, too, where do we put any settler? Which, by the way, when do we get access to a settler? Do we get that now? I can go to the settler's unit screen. And this is alphabetical. Thank you for doing that. That is very helpful. There, settler. Production is 120. That's a long time. Need a Mason's Guild. Okay, a Mason's Guild. Do we have a Mason's Guild? We don't. So Mason's Guild is not available. I don't see it. No. So let's go back out here. Building. Mason's Guild. There. What do we need? Yeah. We should be able to build it now. Oh, tier 2. Population 5. Another reason to get that population up to 5, right? And then we can get a Mason's Guild. Then we can get a settler. Okay, that seems like a good idea. In the meantime, we'll keep on getting that scribe. It'll take 8 turns. But it takes 12 turns to get this. So we could maybe say, instead of production, we can do food. Yeah, let's do that maybe. Then it takes 1 turn less there and 1 turn more here. Yeah, that's fine, I think. Let's do that. So we exit out of that. In the meantime, let's take our archers here. Archers number 1. I guess I call them pound 1 there. Okay, anyway. Well, I think maybe we'll go down this way and then check this out. Because once we get the settler, I don't think this goes anywhere. Well, it might go across here, right? Where do we put the other city we're going to get? It has to be quite far away from the city so they don't overlap with their range of 3, right? So it could be down here. There's food here. So I think I want to go down this way. These only have a very short range, so they can't really see very far. So let's go down here. There's one there. This is not great to scout with them. There's a horse there. That's good. Gives you raw materials. And this one, we'll make sure we get everything. We'll look at everything there again. Yeah, I have to go back and down and check it. Wait. Neutral monsters. There's a lot of neutral ones here. Look at this one. Dwarf village. Eventually, we'll take that on. Yeah, we'll do that later. Tab. Swordsmen are up here. I'm going to go this way and check it out. And it's right-click to do that. This is a cattle. Okay. And we can just turn this on here. Yeah, that's pretty decent. And it ends here. So it does end there. So we know nobody's going to come from this direction unless they come by the way of the ocean. And in Wizards Warfare 2, that's a new feature where you can have battles on the ocean. I can't remember if they had ships. I think they had ships maybe. And I shouldn't say. Either way, this time around you can do detailed battles. The auto battler will come into play there as well. As far as I understand it, I have not tried it. Next turn. Turn number 9 now. The only thing we're going to do is tab here. I'm going to keep going down. Yep. Into the mountains, I think. I want to check this out. Yep. Some mountains here. Gems, some gems of the kind. Yeah, gems there. Adamantium vein over there. Okay. And we have our swordsmen. So the swordsmen are here. They can't do anything else. We can't go this way and check it out, maybe. Again, I would love to be able to right-click here and have it find its own way. But it works going this way as well. End turn. And that's return if you want to use that key. And we have 9 turns left here and 7 turns there. That's fine. Yep, crossbowmen down there. More dwarves. And end turn again. Turn 10. We have quite a bit of money here. And we're still doing research, right? So we are okay shape over there. I don't think I can see that at a glance here. 15 turns to go before we get that enchantment. Okay. I just think right now we're too weak to be attacking anybody, which is why I'm not doing it. And I haven't seen anybody else that's going to move around. I don't think these move around. They might spawn, but they're not going to move around. The map ends down here, so I'm going to go down actually there. That's okay. Snow. Not super useful. There. And end the turn. Turn 11. Turn 12 now. Tab again. I guess I will go down and check it out. Tundra. Yeah, we're not going to do anything down here, I don't think. We have now found out everything we're going to find here. I am tempted to go this way then and see if it does go up here, the land. We'll take the scout and do that. And then you can keep on going up this way. Turn 13. 6 turns to go, 4 turns there for our production. A scribe. Okay, tab. We'll go continue down here and just slowly find our way through there. There. Enter again. Turn 14. Tab again. Nothing. I haven't seen anything else, so that's good. No, that's water. Okay, so we know it ends here. This town here is effectively blocking us, but it also means nobody else is going to get through there unless this goes through, which I don't think it does. We'll do end turn. Now, if I go into his territory here, I don't think there's going to be any repercussion. I'm not going to attack their neutral unit. We could do that. I don't think I can gain it. I can just kill it, basically. Oh, I can't get through here. I was going to say I can go through and see what's on the other side, but I really can't. I'm going to send him home then. And then we can build up a force for whenever we find, something we do want to attack. Not yet, obviously. 3 turns there. Okay, tab. Let's keep going here. There's a lot of pirates here. So we'll send him home. No, I can't. Yeah, I attempted to click on Limford again. Okay, and turn. And I think this is when we get our scribe. So let's look at that real quick. The scribe is here. It gives us 2 more in income, plus 0.3, right? So that means since we have a population of 4, we're going to have 1.2 on that. So 3.2 more. Are we going to see here 7.3? Yeah, I think, if I'm counting right. 7.6, in fact. Okay, we gained a little bit more. Maybe I miscalculated that. 12 divided by 3, 4. Yeah, anyway, it's close. 7.6 there. That's a lot quicker now. So we're now 5 turns away. That scribe, I think, was a great idea. Now looking on the right-hand side, we see that we gained a level. The squad has gained a level. Well, actually 4 of them. Monk, Scout, Swordsman, and Bowman. And we can see that if we go into, not the Slinger, but if you look at the Caster, there, we are now at experience level 1. The Slinger, which we bought later, is at 0. doesn't say exactly how much we have, you know, in between, how many we have gained so far, but we have gained now one more level. And actually, if I go in here and look at it again, it says here, grants bonuses depending on the level. In other games, you gain attack skill, dodge skill maybe, things like that. We'll see what that actually means in the game. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, 2 more turns before we grow the city to 5. And then we can get that. Wasn't that a Mason's Guild? I think it was. Yeah, it was a Mason's Guild. Okay, city has produced a building. We got that scribe, and there's an empty queue. We can see the scribe here. 1 gold in upkeep and 3.2. It was 3.2. Okay. And then here we have a total of 7.6. So that's looking good. I'm happy about getting that. Okay, so we're sitting on that. Now we can do study. Foraging before, now we can do study. So if you don't want to do anything else, just to get our research done, we, for every 1 point of manufacturing, which is limited by raw materials, although right now we're using exactly the right amount, we can get 6 manufacturing, which would be, you know, a third of that. So 2, basically. We would get that in extra research. Do I need that? Maybe I do need that. We go here, and that's the hotkey 1, I guess you can press. So we have 5 turns away from that. So if I select Linford again and say study, 9.4. It was 5 turns, 4 turns. But I have to wait 5 turns, you know, to gain. I can't build anything else. I don't think I need it that bad. So let's not do that, but that is something you can do. So that's the option. I'm going to go ahead and take that off. Now, you can get more units if you want to. If you want to take on one of these enemies that might have something of value, there's like here a mercenary camp. That's way too much, I think, but there might have been something down here. You can see these symbols indicates there is something special, and I think we'll see that's where we found the enemy, right? So I think that was maybe dwarfs down here. This is in the ocean. That would have been in pirates. Right now they seem a little bit strong for the units that we have. Maybe, I mean, if we build enough of these units, we can do it. A spearman is upkeep of 1. We're making 7, so we can get quite a few units there. And we have, what is that, 74 mana, making 3.1. So if I wanted to, couldn't we get like our caster? If I go out of the city screen and go straight into our units, the caster here, there are 3 of them, but they are monks. If we select them, we can tell them cast a ritual. And that would be the fanatics we can do right now. It costs 15. These fanatics are not great. They have very little armor, I think 5. Health 12 average. But they do holy damage. And I think with their vial that they're throwing, so they have to rely on their club bashing. But the holy damage, if I remember correctly, the dwarves, they're resistant to that, or they are immune to any kind of holy damage. So I don't know about getting those. And right now we're going for this one. So these are the 4 things we can get. We cannot actually get any better units at the moment. That would be conjuration, I think, is more. Like the healer here. That would be the only one we can get. Actually, that's the only one we can get. So what we could do is rely on our units so we can get the spearmen. Could we get bowmen? Well, spearmen at least. And then have them cast a ritual outside combat. Bless. Give more like a permanent buff, I think. That doesn't say it has a cost. That seems tempting to me. It's only 10. And we can see what kind of buff they get. They can also do a battle bless, which is still fine. You get it temporarily. And it doesn't count down your mana cost here. So that's something. Now, what could we build here in Linford? What do we say? Spearman, slinger. Okay, not bowman. So at this point, I want to decide, do I want to go now and start building up my spearmen? Mainly spearmen, I think, maybe. Takes 5 turns for each, and then we pay 1 in upkeep, and then be ready to attack somebody. Or do we need to squeeze in another type of building here? Well, we could look at the units that we have available here. They used to be in Warfare. In Wizards Warfare 1, didn't they have an option where you could select, I want to see all tier 1 units? I thought there was. But anyway, so here you would have to guess, basically, if you want to do that. Like, which one is tier 1? Which one could I get? I thought that was a tier to them as well. I mean, not tier, maybe. No, maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe that was buildings. They had like an option to see. Yeah. Anyway, the units are tied obviously to the research level. So that would be, you have to look here, right, and see what you can get. And we know from Conjuration, if we only have the Holy, we're not going to get anything here except the healers. So they will heal in combat. This one here. So they will heal for 4. Okay. And they have a Holy Water Vial. Again, Holy is maybe, but we can turn undead. So if we see undead on the map, that's a thing we could maybe take on. Haven't seen any yet though. So there is that. We also talked about the, what was it? Well, the Masons Guild, right? I can't see it here because we're not yet at 5. It's going to be another turn, right? 2 turns. But if we go out here and do units, oh no, not unit, buildings, Masons Guild, that's this one over here, we can get a settler. So maybe we'll focus on getting a settler is better. Still want some units though, right? So as soon as we are done with getting the people in there, then we should switch over to Masons Guild. Because we can't do it yet, right? So in the meantime, I could squeeze out something else. A shrine will reduce unrest by 1. We can have fewer people there to support it. We can still take advantage of all 4, right? Like we have right now. But maybe not. It's good, but yeah. Marketplace, give us more income. This is helpful if we have a lot of units. Blacksmith, more manufacturing. Now, right now, we don't really have much manufacturing. We don't have anything left over. That reminds me, we may want to get a worker. Because a worker could build buildings here, here. You know what? I think I might do a... Oh, wait. We can't get a worker yet. Let's go back to F1, units. And I think if we go down here and take a look. Worker. Where's the worker? There. Need to have a blacksmith. It's a tier 1. We should be able to do that if you have a blacksmith. That means we do not have a blacksmith. We don't. So the blacksmith will give us more manufacturing, but also the possibility of building a worker. And look at that resource bonus. Mithril vein plus 1 manufacturing. Again, you need to have enough raw materials, which we don't right now. But I think I'm going to go for a blacksmith. We get a worker, put down a building, a mine. I think we can do a mine in the hills to the south. That should give us more raw materials, I think. So maybe we'll go something like that. It's going to take 10 turns, but we'll do it. Okay. That was a long way to get to that, but you know, that's how I play the game. So you obviously can play it different ways. And once you know the game better, you can probably, you know, speed it along here. But we'll go and, yeah, I guess I'll just continue down here. And it's right click, not left click like I did. Now, I saw this before. Here is somebody. You can see the outline there. That is not us. That would be somebody else. Green player. We should go up there and check it out. Now, I have not yet interacted with anybody else. Avida Capital. Very small, but very close. That makes me want to think I should put a city here. So we capture that first. And if we go for a blacksmith, I don't think we can actually, you know, in some games you can move, rearrange them and they maintain their partial production. I don't think that's the case here. I don't know, but I don't think you can move it up and down. Change the queue there when it gets, once it's started. So maybe we don't want to commit to 10 turns. Instead, we want to get that settler. Because we're going to need a Masons Guild, right? I have to check that again. Buildings, Masons Guild. It gives us, yeah, settler. We need to get a Masons Guild. Yeah, we need to do that. So for the actually, what we'll do, here's what we'll do. We have 2 turns to go. We are sitting on food right now. We're working on food, mainly. We can switch that around, but not yet. We'll take this one off. Instead, we'll do maybe the study for 2 turns. Let's see how that goes, if that helps us out. Once that's done, switch to Masons Guild, get the settler, get it down here quick, put some units in there. Let's do that. Okay, now tab to see the units that we can move. You're going to go home, right? Yeah, we said you're going to go home. And let's have him go around here. Okay, there's some gems there. Turn 18. Okay. Tab. I'm just going to keep scouting here. There. Head home. End turn, and we should see it now be population of 5. And he's moving. See that? 10 bowmen. If they attack us here, they expand it and we expand it. See that? We now have access to all this. We're going to take this too, obviously. Okay, what happened? We were attacked by enemies. Okay, that's very interesting. Let's take a look at that. And I think we can see it if we go up here, battle history. If you attack, you get the option of deciding to see it or not. If you attack, I mean. If you get attacked by somebody, you have to go here. Evita versus TNT. Defeat. I wish you didn't show me that right away because I kind of want to... You can left click and see it there. Right click for more information. And it says here, I don't want to see that right now. I want to see the battle. Don't show me this yet, but it's fine. We'll view the battle now. So we're going to see the battle. This is the battle screen. I'm going to pause it. Okay, it starts up right away. We're going to go to slow speed. So this is what's very similar to things like Dominions or Conquest of Elysium. We are on this side here. Remember we had 5 of these scouts. They attacked us. They killed 1, I think. You don't see that here, but you see the turn and big events over here. Depending on the terrain, I think this is going to change. So they have a number here of 10 bowmen. We can see them here, right click or left click. They have stamina, they have health, and they have short bow. Damage 12, they have 15 ammo, range of 25. What does our scout have? Scouts have short bow, same thing, but we only have 5 units, okay? And I don't think I've told them in the battle orders before the battle, you know, you can go in and select there what to do in case of an attack. We should have told them just to leave. Right now I don't see any bonuses we get, because you can see here we get some bonuses in extreme conditions, but that's not, I think, for combat. Anyway, yeah, so if we continue now, we're going to see them taking turns. Turn 1 was this. We are firing, they are firing. Absorbed, so I guess their armor took some of that. Then this guy took 4 damage. We have lost 1 unit and 1 absorbed. 7 damage there. They took 3 damage. If I didn't know that we were going to lose with the way we did, I think all of our guys were dead and none of theirs. And you can see why. We have 3-4 guys firing on 10, kind of randomly. So the more guys you have, the less chance you can actually kill somebody. And then at the end of the battle, they're all healed again. I think. Anyway, well, we'll see. I think they're all healed. I don't think it's kept track of individually. Unlike Dominions. Yeah, we're routed. Where you keep track of every unit individually. So they're routed. Now they're going to leave. So 2 guys survived. Yeah, fully routed. Meaning fully routed. Every single one of our squad was routed. Yeah, dead here. 5. We had 5 to begin with. 3 died. Okay, so now we have to go out here. Escape. So that wasn't great, but they're still alive. Now we could heal, I think, if we bring back the unit here. They are... we have a little bit of a broken heart here. That means that I think we are not full health. Yeah, damage units times 1. If we select them here, I don't think we can see individual units of them. No, we can't. But it says damage units, yeah, times 1. This is the unit that's damaged, and this one is that, you know, damaged. So we have 3 we need to reinforce them with. We're going to leave then in that case, I think. So select them, and then we'll go straight out. I think we're going to be able to beat him in speed. Let me go and see. Yeah, we're out there. Let's do that and head on down this way. It's a big spider over there. Okay. Now, if they come and try to take us on here, I think we would win, but we probably have to beef up our defenses. So let's take a look there, then we'll leave and go back home maybe. So let's go home there. Now we have no problem here. I'm going to still maybe drag them in there so we have both in the Slinger squad. That's not great. Swordsman. We'll rename them Swordsman 1. Let's call them that. And then we'll decide what to do. If we're going to have them in the same squad or not. Yeah. What else do we have? That was the battle. And then a city grew in size. Yep, we knew that. Now let's take a look then at Linford. In Linford we're doing study, but we have 5 in population. that means we should be able to get that Mason skill, right? It was level 2, wasn't it? We are 0.5 in raw materials short, meaning we could have used 6.5, I guess, but because we are short, we are not be able to do that. Okay, so what else do we do? Mason skill, do we have a Mason skill? Yeah, there, down at the bottom. It's going to be upkeep of 2. It's going to take 15 turns to do. But when it's all said and done, we get a settler. Get that out as quickly as possible, I think. So now that we have 5, I'm not too worried about getting the population up, because what we have here, if I switch over to manufacturing, there, 7.5. We can actually get 7.5. We could actually get 7.5, okay. And we have 2 extra here in raw materials, so we do have extra there. So these blue ones will add up to 7.5 with bonuses. So that seems like the best one. Once this one is enabled, you can then move them around yourself. There is, yeah, a worker here I think would be able to get like a camp over here on the horses that will give us more stuff. So I would love to do that, but I really can't at this point. You can buy units, but you must have a production of at least 50%. We'll see what we get to. We are making 9.0 here now, and we have 187. Maybe that is something we can do. It takes 12 turns to get that. Let's go for that. So in the city right now, we have these units. Probably enough to defend, because we also have the militia. And we are doing the caster here. He is doing research for us. 7.9, yep. And we are now 2 turns away from getting these options. I think we can defend here, right? So when we come back next time, we'll continue and see if we can take on, well, not take on, but see if we can settle down here with the city. So meet me here next time, and we'll play more of Wizards Warfare 2. Bye, guys.